Hey, good morning, Dark Horse members, Dark Horse Coin subscribers. Hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, let's get to it. Markets are red. All right, red for a lot of people means fear, uncertainty, doubt, FUD, if you want to. Now, you're being psychologically programmed to see red as something bad. Red stop sign means stop. Red at the light, it means stop, whatnot. Um, like blood, something's bad happening if you're bleeding. So, it's the red, right? So from my youth, we've been programmed to see this bad. You look at this chart, you see red on it, you believe that's bad, but not knowing that there are people out there making millions and billions of dollars off this so-called red. In fact, if you're taking profit, and it's a lot of you guys taking profit, and if the supply is big enough, you're going to cause some form of selling pressure in the market. Okay, that's normal. You took some profit. Do you think that's bad that you took profit? No. And it's a lot of people who are thinking like you that's taking profit. So at these points where prices turn around at and then you start seeing some red candles coming in the market, all it is just people just selling out of their positions. As simple as that, supply and demand, right? So why do we think that's bad? Once again, it's because of the programming. So we're gonna get to it. All right. When you think about bear market, we always hear about, are we going into a bear market? Are we going into a bear market? I can go back on this chart right now. If we're going to go by the definitions, which right here, if you look at Investopedia, if you look on the screen, I'm going to highlight it right here. It says the bear market is when the market experiences prolonged price declines. It typically describes a condition in which securities prices fall 20% or more from the recent highs, all right, amid widespread pessimism and negative investors sentiment. Okay, so with that in mind, look at this chart right here. Why we're worried about bear market when we should be worried about, do we have a correction, and when is Bitcoin or crypto, it don't matter. Is the asset presenting a correction that allows me to add to my position? And that is what you want. Look at this trajectory. If people would add on the pullbacks, the corrections, they are staying in a nice trend up. This this asset has been in a bullish trend its entire life cycle. So if we worried about bear market based off what the media tells us, we're playing into their game because you're going to be emotional. Stock market's crashing. The crypto market is crashing. You hear those words crash, crash, crash. It sounds bad, right? So you play right into it. Instead, zoom out. This is healthy growth over time. This is years over a decade of growth with what? Healthy pullbacks. Relabel them. Stop saying bear market or even bull. Who cares? We're in an uptrend, we're in a healthy asset, and it has what? Healthy corrections along the way. And those corrections is where you find your entry point to continue to add on your position. Because why would you want to add here when you can add here? All right. Look right here, and then you can add here. Now, if we want to go by that 20% or more, and then now your definitions now become too subjective, because what is a long period of time? Because each candle on here is a week long. So what is considered that? So we're going to take this right here, and we're going to go down to that point. This dropped 38%. So guess what, guys? This is bear. You would have been screaming bear market. We in a bear market, bear market. Look what happened. Look at this. We in a bear market. All y'all done sold all your stuff off to who? To the people who know what they're doing, and they saying, thanks, suckers. And then bam. Sitting here worried about, we in a bear market, should I sell? Should I sell? And not understanding what is the true life cycle of this particular asset. I'm about to show you an asset that's been in a downward trend its entire life cycle. BMXC, which was a diaper company, started out decently, but then just trash, right? Worth over $7,000 at one point, and look at this trajectory down. Nothing but lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. It's a downtrend. This is what we call bear. This is truly a bear market. This is bearish. So when you look at this and then you go back and you look at BTC, how can you compare that? How can we even utter the words bear market because of these dips? Now watch this. Yes, from here to here is going to be probably more than 80 something percent. Let's see what it's going to be. All right, 86% drop. But 86% drop for who? So the definition is, well, from its highs. But what if you bought back here? This ain't 86% for you. What if you bought right here? This ain't 86% for you. It's 80%, 86% for somebody who keep buying at the tops. So they use this as fear when in reality, I can measure the whole move and give you a better accuracy of percentage drop. And this blue line is 23%. So this is probably roughly around maybe 30-ish, maybe 30-ish, 30%. This is a 30% drop. What happened to the 86? Nah, from here to here in this drop, it's only around 30 something percent, roughly. You see the difference now? Why are they focused on this? They tell you this. So what they're doing is they're saying, ignore all that. Like, we just want you to focus on here to here. This is bad. It's crashing down. Oh, sell everything you got. You know, it is over. It's going to go to zero. And you do it. And then boom, market expands. Then they play the game all over again. Now we're in 2017, 18. Oh, it's a bear market. It's a bear market. It's going down, 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 down. And this should be a what? Should be called a what? It's a correction. A correction for what? To go higher. It has to correct to go higher. It cannot. It's running out of steam because why? Here, there was not enough people who came into the market that wanted to buy at that price point. So the market has to adjust to find footing for more buying pressure. When it's just a little bitty pullback, that means that there is enough buying pressure in to keep it going. But here it ran out. Simple supply and demand, folks. So you clearly see when we now watch this. Let's take it. Let's take the fibs retracement all the way up to the other spot. Look at that. From this, we still haven't retraced 23% yet at all. In the macro of things, we haven't had one of the biggest corrections. The biggest correction would be that if it drops down to this 6.61 golden ratio off of this whole move. Could it happen? It's crypto. Anything can happen. You got to respect the technicals. That thing can drop down to $70.55. Will that happen? I doubt it. But you just got to respect if we're taking it off of this, really from this whole move, all right? $111.18. Could Bitcoin go to that level? Absolutely. Will it? So high probability it won't, but it could. That's respecting the technicals. And don't be sitting here thinking, man, Eric said it's going to go to $111. No, I'm just showing you, based off the technicals we use, that is a level that if you're measuring this whole entire move, can come down to. But I highly doubt it. But you clearly see in our uptrend scenario, we are just having nice corrective pullbacks and we're trending higher. And that's what we want. We don't want the other asset that was just trending downward. That is not what we want. So people are constantly becoming worried about, are we in a bear market? If you're worried about that, then this, how many percentage, well, like we said before, it was about 60 something almost. All right, you got 56% pullback. Were you worried right here? Maybe some of you were. Okay, let's look at this one right here. So this is January, March, when that March drop happened. So from here all the way down, we had 72%. So why y'all didn't call that the bear market? So you know what y'all doing? You're saying, oh, so after this run up, we're gonna go into a bear market. Well, hell, you just had a bear market. If y'all keep, because that, based on the Bitcoin trajectory, these type of drops is what you consider. Look at the 2018 one, which was dubbed as the last major bear market. 83%. So this one is 10% better than this one. We weren't really screaming bear market to a point. We just knew that the market was just getting plummeted, right? But we didn't look at it as, oh, we're just gonna keep going down forever and ever and ever. It found its footing based off what? Everyone's selling their assets. So now the big boys have enough. They're going to always play these mind games with you guys to put fear in the market so you can come out. They're going to say stuff like China is banning Bitcoin. China is banning exchanges. China is going to shut down exchanges. United States is going to tax this. Is it? United States is thinking about banning um, all cryptos that don't have a banking chart. It's going to be all kind of headlines that's coming out over and over and over again. What do? You get afraid, you get out of it, you jump out, and that's what they want. And then they'll come out with a little headline: USA decide not to pursue such and such at this time. They will look to implement something in 2020, 25, or something like that. That's that. You're going to see those headlines. We already see it all the time with China. All right, they do the same thing over and over. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, don't be afraid. If you are afraid and you do make a move based off your fear, you got to accept it. You got to accept it. You got to be accountable. Okay. That's your accountability. And whatever comes from it, you got to accept it. If it's good, great. If it's not, great. It is what it is. Okay. So I hope this video helps you guys to see, think long term in the grand scheme of things. We're in a nice uptrend. We're going to have healthy pullbacks. And those healthy pullbacks is areas where you want to be able to get into the asset. Okay? This is because if you continue to try to wait from some magical number for it to appear, you're going to continue to get left behind as this asset continues to grow. Look where it's at right now. Don't you want it to come down? Especially if you knew. And even if you're not new, some of you who've already sold out at key levels, you want it to what? Come down so you can re-enter and repeat the process. All right, I hope y'all have a great one. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Be safe out there, and y'all have a wonderful day.